name is Thomas Graybiel. I'm 66 now, and my amputation was September 9th, 1983. So I'm now 36 years, with my amputation.
Wow.
Yeah.
And in those 36 years, what have you learned?
Well, I've learned, basically, don't let it get to you that you just pretty much do the best you can. I've learned, in a sense, always to be thankful, and I don't mean this in a mean way, but there's so many people that, in a sense, have it so much worse. I see somebody in a wheelchair and I think, I got nothing to complain about. I get around good, I'm able to work. So, just make the best of it. Yeah, because there's nothing worse than to feel sorry for yourself and just give up. Right? That's no good. So, that's what I've learned.
Okay. And how would you describe your relationship with your prosthesis?
Oh, they're my lifeblood. Let's face it, I've now been with a prosthesis more than half of my life. And I've been with these people that I work with now for more than half of that 36 years. So it's been like 20 years. These guys, they're my friends. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't get around as good as I do, because these guys, they don't know the word, well, that's good enough. It's never good enough. They always try and make my fit better to where I can get around and do more. So for that, it doesn't get any better.
Awesome. What is the accomplishment that you're most proud of since your amputation?
That is a hard one, but I guess I would have to say that when I first lost my leg, I was a welder. I was 30 years old. And I'll never forget, I went in, all my friends were like, sign up for disability. So I went, I signed up for disability, and wow, wouldn't you know it, they turned me down. They told me, well, you have a working prosthesis, you can get around, you're not disabled, you're just, impaired. And I was so mad, and I thought, well, this isn't fair. And I guess I got so mad, I just thought, well, forget that. And I went and got a job, and I went on. And now I guess I can look back and think, thank goodness, because, let's face it, had I gone on disability and felt sorry for myself, I'd just be a sludge. Whereas instead, I worked for 30 years and I did good and I made it on my own. So I guess, to be proud,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely something to be proud of. And what would you want someone who doesn't wear a prosthesis to know about the experience?
Wow, another hard. Oh, I could joke and say that you don't have to change the sock on the fake foot as often. You can go like a week on the same sock because you don't have a stinky sock. There's my big joke of the day. What would I want them to know? I guess kind of like the other one, that, because on one end you could say, oh, I'd like you to know, it does hurt and it is hard. They know that. People know that. People are basically compassionate. I guess I'd want them to know that, again, regardless of what you're having to deal with, don't give up on yourself. Keep a positive attitude, and you can make it. I guess that's what I'd like you to know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Well,
Okay.
thanks, Tom. I appreciate
You
your
bet.
time. Thanks for answering these questions.
Okay.